How's it going? Welcome. If this is your first time tapping into my YouTube channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Kevin Robinson Jr. I am 37 years old. I am a Bay Area native. I've been living in Los Angeles for since 2009. And I'm a 10-year music industry vet, but now I'm retired from that shit. I am a real estate investor, own a company called Pacific Home Buyers, as well as a company called Pacific Vending, where we own vending machines. I have 25 locations here in Los Angeles, and I'm looking to gain a couple more. But if this is your first time tapping in, the whole central theme of this YouTube channel will always be to better yourself, okay? If you've not done so already, do this to me. Do this for me. The price of your admission to get this free game is just for you to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. If you want to hear more about what I got to talk about long term, hit the subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. You feel me? Also, hit the bell. Go ahead and hit that bell. That'll notify you every single time I premiere a video like this, okay? All right, so the topic today, because I talk about a lot of shit here, a lot of different things, business, ways to make money, but we're gonna drop some game. All right? I had a podcast for 7 years called Kevin Hates Hip Hop. It was a top-rated U.S. charts philosophy podcast. I was in the top 100 in philosophy in the U.S. charts on iTunes for the last 2 years. I recently, this summer, converted everything from there to here. I'm basically starting all over, but I'm enjoying my numbers. Now, my number one episode on there was called the G Code. Now, what is the G Code? So we're going to talk about, so I realized from me doing episodes on game, people really like that shit, all right? Because what comes to me, second nature, for a lot of people, it does not. We're in a very game goofy society right now. It's cool to be a square. It's cool to be a simp. And even, if you square, that's fine, but it's cool to be a simp, all right? And even if you are a square, you don't want to be game goofy, all right? Because to be game goofy, you can get taken advantage of. You could lose your life. You could lose your livelihood, your money, your fortune. You can lose your health, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything I talk about here is to better yourself, but we're going to get into the game. The topic today, we're going to talk about red flags of a liability. Somebody that might be an energy vampire. We're going to talk about energy vampires. Now, I talk a lot about this 5-star man. A 5-star man, the first star is he has his finances together. His second is he has great philosophy. He's not a follower. His health is together. His wellness, not just physically, but his mental health. Number 4, he's an educated man, and I don't mean educated by having 17 fucking doctorates. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Just because you have a college degree don't mean a fucking thing to me, because I'm going to tell you something. Some of the most educated people I ever met in my life, college educated, were some of the most socially moronic people I ever met in my life. Can't even hold a conversation with somebody, but you got all those pieces of paper saying that, you're $250,000 in debt with a doctorate, but you can't even hold a simple conversation with somebody. You know what I mean? So he has knowledge of self. And number 5, he is leaving a legacy, something that outlives him. Okay? So a 5-star man is a top 5%. Okay? This man makes well over 6 figures a year. Unlike Kevin Samuels, he talks a lot about how, he has a network, LinkedIn and all that other shit. Hey, he was a corporate guy. I'm not. I come from the streets. I come from getting shit out the mud. So a lot of the dudes I talk to are dudes who get shit out the mud. You know what I mean? You created your own business. Man, there's so many different guys I know of that have all different types of businesses that you wouldn't know that make six figures. I'm cool with guys who are pool cleaners, that have cool pool cleaning services. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with guys who are painters, commercial painters. I'm cool with guys who own plumbing businesses, HVAC businesses, all types of shit. And these guys make well over $400,000, $500,000 a year. You know what I mean? To be in the top 1% of this country, you need to make over $460,000 a year annually. So these are the type of guys I'm talking about. So these types of guys have a lot of shit to lose. To make $100,000 a year is not a lot of money. It sounds like it is, but it's not. Because when you live in a state like California, where I live at, you're probably going to pay 40% in taxes, at least 37%. Okay. That's why so many people move from California to Texas and Nevada, even Delaware, because you guys don't have state tax. But we do. We have a high state tax and a very high federal tax. But these are the men's. These are the guys I'm talking about. So if you're average and you're cool with being average, you can still watch the video, but you probably won't be able to relate to anything I'm talking about. You know what? Even if you're average, you still got to have a sense of yourself, having some self-worth, because you don't want to be dealing with these types of women I'm going to name off that can waste your time. So on Twitter last week, it was trendy. People were putting up quotes and red flags. And I'm going to give y'all a couple of different signs that the woman that you're dealing with might be a waste of time. Number one, if you reach out to her, when you contact her, say for instance, most of the time, and this is what I tell fellas, don't just text. A lot of y'all niggas just want to text. Pick up the phone and call her. FaceTime her. If you talk to her all throughout the week, throughout the work week, everything's cool, she's responding to your texts, you talking to each other on a regular basis. But as soon as the weekend hits, you hit her up Friday, she don't reply. You hit her up Sunday, she don't reply. But then she waits all the way to Monday morning, early in the morning, on her way to work. She hits you with the good morning. She don't even acknowledge none of the texts and calls you sent her. She for the streets. You feel me? She for the streets, because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, she was bouncing on somebody else's dick. And that's fine. I'm going to tell you this straight up. I've had very few women in my life that would blatantly tell me that they was hoes. Blatantly tell me that they were promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? And this is when I'm younger. This is when I was much younger. The women that were blatant about them being promiscuous, and they would tell me, yeah, I've done this, this, and this, and this, and this. I had sex with this many guys in this month. I respected them, because unlike the average square nigga, I respect the motherfucker that keep it real with me, keep it funky with me. See, the problem is, and this leads into number 2, don't be going for the domestic thought. There's a lot of women who pretend to be square and all this other shit. But she's thottier than any woman on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with those before. I'm talking about the thot who is gonna bust it wide open, suck you off while you driving. You know, she slips up and say a little hoish shit. You know what I'm saying? You sitting here talking to her about baseball and she bringing up, oh, I haven't fucked 3 guys in one night before. You know what I mean? Like, and that sounds crazy, but I've heard women just out of nowhere say crazy shit like that. Like, I don't know, hoes can't lie, especially when a thot is dealing with a nigga that's a 5-star nigga who got his shit together that ain't sweating her. You know what I'm saying? We're in the age of the simp. You know, I know a lot of y'all two of y'all favorite rappers, 2 of the most popular niggas in the last couple of years. Not gonna say no names. One starts with a D, another one starts with a K. Are some of the biggest simps in the last fucking couple of years. And for you niggas, if that's what in your top 5, I guarantee you got a lot of simp motherfucking qualities. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with that is it's caused women to become a lot more masculine. There's a lot of masculine women out here now. And I'm not single, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm married, but I mentor a lot of younger dudes, and I hear some of the things they go through. These are 5-star guys. These are guys that make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, more than that. And these guys are 26, 27, 24, 30, and they're not thirsty. And they keep running into these arrogant, overweight, wannabe Beyonce. Everybody fucking Beyonce. Everybody Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So like I said, man, there's a few red flags you need to watch out for. Number one, she only hits you during the work week, but then when the weekend pop up, she disappeared. Don't fuck with her, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man, because trust me, if she does that and she's not blatant with her hoeing, you know what I'm saying? Or she's not blatant with who she is, you got to be real. See, this is the problem. A lot of y'all niggas, y'all be trying to come at women on this, oh, I just want to be your friend. Fuck that shit. You know you want to fuck. Be for real. You know you want to fuck her, bro. You know you want to fuck her, and you know you want to be with her. But a lot of you niggas be playing that, I'm just going to act like I'm her friend shit, and then maybe one day I could slip in there on some square shit, because your favorite two rappers, the nigga that start with a K and the nigga that start with a D, the nigga from Canada and the nigga from Chicago, they told both of y'all, they told all you niggas to be a simp. And that ain't how you do it. Women don't like that shit. See, women will sit here and pretend like they like all that simping shit, but it's only cool as an ego boost. You feel me? End of the day, she want to smash a nigga that got some bravado, a nigga that could throw her against the wall and all that type of shit. I don't know. You feel me? Pick her up and throw her against the wall. She want that. She don't want all that crying and lame shit you want. Talking about you writing her motherfucking love sonnets and shit. That's some goofy shit, man. Fuck all that, bruh. So number one, man, like I said, bruh, if she only hits you doing the work, you got to be upfront. Be real with your intentions. Yo, I like you. I really like you. I dig your style. Can I get to know you? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you right now. I've never been in a friend zone a day in my life, ever. And the reason why is you got to realize that being in the friend zone or trying to be a woman's friend is not where you want to be. There are some women that can be your friends. The women that I considered my friends, I didn't find them attractive at all. When I was single and I had 2, 3 female friends, I didn't want to fuck them. I didn't find them attractive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all niggas, y'all be having 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 homegirls and they all be fine as hell. And you think playing that simp role is cool. But that's lame. She don't want you like that, bro. Number 2, the second way you could tell she for the streets. Look, bro. The second way, another way you could tell if a woman is for the streets, man, is start asking her certain questions about, and this one's probably going to hurt some feelings. If she has severe daddy issues or mommy issues, but severe daddy issues, I'm talking about to the point to where they don't even talk. Like she don't even know her dad. And she's never reconciled that shit. Like she's never went to a therapist. She's just dealing with it by drinking too much, smoking too much, maybe overeating and all that type of shit, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Women with daddy issues usually become big hoes. It's true. I'm not saying that every woman that doesn't know her father is that, but look, if she doesn't reconcile that shit, she's gonna have an innate hatred for men. And the way how she's going to deal with it is she's going to look for a father figure with every nigga that she fucked. And she's going to realize the only power she really has over men is when she's got a dick in her mouth or a dick in her pussy. You feel me? So if you get a woman who's got severe issues with her mom or her dad and she hasn't reconciled them, that's a red flag. You got to keep that. You feel me? Just like football, man. Flag on the field, 15 yards, excessive hoeing. You dig? Let that shit go, for real. Third one is this, man. And reconciliation is important, man. Even if you, like I said, ladies, I've dealt with a woman like that, where she had I had 2 women like this, horrible relationships with their fathers. And they were some of the biggest hoes ever. And I wasn't like seriously like taking them seriously, like dating. We was fucking around. And I'm like, this is why I would never wife your ass, because You can't trust nobody like that. Like if they don't have, and they both was damn near alcoholics too. You know what I mean? They look for a way to cope with that shit. So, fellas, my 5-star niggas, my niggas that make $500,000 a year, 400,000 a year, $250,000 a year, stay away from that shit. You feel me? Number 3, this is the third one. If she's got more, if you are, as a man, if you're over 30 years old and you make a lot of money, understand you're a lottery pick. You are. A lot of women don't want to work. There's a lot of women that look at the basketball wives and all that other shit, and they wish they could find a nigga like that. They're cool with even getting knocked up with a nigga they don't know who makes a lot of money just so they can live that Brittany Renner lifestyle, and that's corny as hell to me. Fellas, I did a whole video on this. Do not let a pinky, don't let a big fat ass in a $15 summer dress have you paying 18 years worth of motherfucking child support, bruh. I'm telling you, especially if you make a lot of money, they gonna get your pockets, bruh. They are. So I'm telling you, as a man, you gotta quit pedestalizing women. A lot of y'all niggas do that. Y'all be pedestalizing them, man. And there's nothing wrong with pedestalizing your wife, putting your wife on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she garners respect. But a lot of y'all niggas, just because she got a pussy, she might be the most raggedy bitch in the world. Done fucked 16 niggas in the last month, 4 baby daddies, 4 different niggas. And she thinks she can get a nigga that's worth $400,000 a year. Y'all niggas gotta quit putting, and I'm gonna tell you something, a pretty face, a beautiful woman, don't let that Susie Homemaker square shit fool you. That girl next door look, some of the biggest hoes I've ever met in my life had the girl next door look. They wore some of the biggest hoes I met in my life wore glasses. Some of the biggest hoes in my life went to church, you know. And I'm not saying in my life, but women that I knew, you know, I might have interacted with, and I'm like, no. I've always had very good dick discipline. Always. I never was the type of nigga just to run up in some shit because they had a fat ass. And that's why I don't have no kids right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm married, but that's why I don't have Kevin Jr. running around this motherfucker. And don't think it wasn't a bunch of Thots back in the day trying to have a Kevin Jr. running around. Because, I mean, shit, you fuck with a nigga like me, you get it's a lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to make more and more motherfucking money. So, but yeah, man, a lot of y'all niggas be pedestalizing these women because you listen to that nigga from Chicago and that nigga from Toronto and they told y'all to do that shit. And you talk down on niggas that's bossed the fuck up, that's dirty macking. Yo, quit pedestalizing these bras, man. Think about it, bro. How hard did it take for you to get to that 400, 500,000 a year? Maybe that $1 million a year. You know what I'm saying? How hard was it for you to do that? I'm not talking about no corporate nigga. I'm talking about a nigga that pulled it out the mud off your own fruition, off your own investments. You know what I'm saying? How hard was it for you to do that shit, bruh? You feel me? You had to really go get it. Really go get it. You know what I'm saying? And you had good dick discipline. You wasn't just out here knocking up everything with a fat ass and a skirt. So you ain't got 16 kids running around this motherfucker. And yeah, man, it took you a while to get to that point. So look, bruh, like really look at where you are and look at where she at. If she's 33, 34, 35, 36, and she's got a kid with a nigga that she don't even talk to, that's another red flag. Do not fuck with a woman with a kid. Now, some niggas, I was taught not to, like when I was single, taught not to fuck with any women with kids. But if you the type to fuck with a woman with a kid, that's cool. But don't ever fuck with a woman with a kid who does not get along with the father. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Look at yourself like you are a fucking blue chip stock, bro. You are a Fortune 500 company, Fortune 100 company, bro. You a Fortune 5 company, bro. If you making over 400,000, 500,000 a year, bro, you in the top 1%. If you make over 140,000 a year, in the top 10%. It ain't too many people that say they can do that, you know? So don't be allowing the fact that she's fine with a fat ass and big titties. That's not enough, man. That ain't enough, bruh. You feel me? But yeah, man, that was it. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit of game. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, the like button, you know, all that type of shit. And what else? Join my investment group. Excuse me. Circa 84. We talk about real estate, option trading, crypto, all that good shit. Join us. I would love to see you on there. Also, man, we got about a week and a half left for the promo with my course, the Varsity class, where I show you how to wholesale in real estate. Real estate wholesaling is basically how you can flip contracts as arbitrage. You don't own a property, but you get a property under contract and you flip that to a cash buyer without having a real estate agency license. Anybody can do it. All you need is the knowledge, know-how. I teach you how to do ARVs, comps. I teach you everything you need to know how to do it. And I do it virtually. So 99% of the properties that I get under contract is between me and a realtor in that city. I'm doing it in Atlanta, and right now I'm doing it in Cleveland. Okay. If you're a realtor and you're interested in learning and you're interested in making money with a realtor, I'll bring you leads and you can take the commission between you and the listing agent, as well as I'm willing to split my commission for wholesaling the property 50%. Reach out to me. All right. But the promo is Spooky 60 for the course. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Peace and love.